During E3 this week, I was able to get a hands-on with the demo for Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Nintendo Switch. In many ways, Luigi's Mansion 3 feels like a combination of the two previous games. Instead of using the objective mission design from the 3DS title, Luigi's Mansion 3 takes a more exploration-oriented approach like the first game. However, a lot of the mechanics and controls from Dark Moon can be found here with some additions too. Back from Dark Moon is the Dark Light feature that lets Luigi's flashlight reveal hidden objects in the environment. Controls also feel similar, with the Pro Controller's gyroscope being used to move the vacuum up and down. In practice, it felt natural and perfect for these new mobile/console friendly controls. Another returning feature is Luigi, though now he's a primary mechanic in the single player game. With the tap of the right stick, Luigi appears to help you activate switches and levers. Being made of goo, he's able to go through hazardous objects like spikes, but is also susceptible to water. This all plays into some of the multiplayer features, but for my own demo, this was all single player gameplay. It isn't all just veteran ideas here. Luigi has learned some new moves too. Using his Poltergust, he can blow downward to get a little boost of sorts while also blowing objects away. When sucking up a ghost, a meter will appear that when full can activate the new slam move, letting Luigi quickly take out the ghost. He's a much more well-equipped Ghostbuster now. These new moves also play into exploration. For example, Luigi can now shoot plungers with ropes. These can then be used in offense scenarios, trying to remove shields from ghosts, or in exploration like moving around barrels. It's a clever mechanic that was constantly used in my exploration. It added some welcome strategy to Luigi's Mansion. Now, while it is technically called Luigi's Mansion 3, it technically doesn't take place inside of a mansion. Instead, it now takes place in a multi-level hotel where each floor is complete with its own theme and boss. My demo took me through one of the early boss floors themed after medieval times. At the start of the game, Luigi and his friends arrive at this hotel for what appears to be a vacation. Disaster quickly strikes the group and Luigi's friends go missing, leaving him to go ghost hunting once again. Exploring the medieval floor, I saw giant armored suits, barrels hidden away, and crows staring me down as I made my way through the hotel. The individually designed themes here are a welcome aesthetic choice that I'm sure fans will appreciate. The choice in individually designed floors becomes most apparent when you finally take on the boss. Unlike Dark Moon, generic boss fights aren't the norm here, at least not for the bosses. Sure, those generic ghosts are still here, but they're more like the grunts of the ghost army. The boss battles are much more unique now, something longtime fans I'm sure are going to love. Along with the added mechanics mentioned previously, they help create more layered boss fights that felt more complex, but in a good way. Perhaps one of my biggest takeaways with this new demo was the look of the game. So much has been improved since the initial reveal last year. Skin tones of the characters have this sense of life, and environments feel much more lived in. The newly designed lighting also helps give the world this sense of life and character, truly making it look more like a Nintendo game than the more plain look from E3 2018. That just about covers my experience with the single player demo, but Luigi's Mansion 3 is shaping up to be a true evolution for the series with a renovated single player experience and an evolved multiplayer experience from Dark Moon. I'm excited to see what happened to Mario and the rest of the crew, along with who the big baddie is this time around. Luigi's Mansion 3 launches for Nintendo Switch in 2019.